Raiders. Colts coming up on EA Sports. We welcome you to Indianapolis.
Welcome everybody to NBL Live for this Week 13 matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Sonny Weaver alongside Tom Monteith and Doughboy as we broadcast this AFC battle. Tom, the Oakland Raiders are going to go ahead and kick off for these Indianapolis Colts. This Colts offense, what do you expect to see out of them here in this first drive?
The Colts, I expect to see a heavy dose of Fleener out here. He's a big guy, big target for them. Couple seasons past, he's really been like the workhorse for this team, and I really expect him to get back to that. This is a huge game for the Indianapolis Colts right now. They're really battling the division with the Titans and the Texans right now, so they really need to get out, get going, get luck going, and pick up a win here.
Yeah, so the Colts at 4-7 are still battling for the division, it seems. You got the Oakland Raiders at 6-5. They're looking for an outside chance at a playoff wildcard spot, and we'll find out more about that later as Luck comes out in the single back set. Taylor in the backfield. It's going to be a play action to Taylor as Luck looks out to Fleener, the tight end, who gets hit and drops the ball. Could have been a big reception there, but it's going to go incomplete, setting up the second down here.
And there he goes, first play, like I said, going for Fleener. He's a big guy out there, and he's fast. He's just so fast. He can create huge mismatches against some linebackers. Go for him the first play. Unfortunately, he's not able to hold on to it, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say we're going to want to keep our eye on Khalil Mack, as always, with the Raiders coming out of the play actions. He's going to get down the backfield pretty quick.
That was what I was going to say, as well as Luck comes out in the I formation, twins to the left. Luck changes the play at the line. Taylor in the backfield, Fleener to the right. It's going to be a handoff to Taylor up the middle, makes a move to the inside, down to the 25-yard line. Good rush there on second down and 7 yards, setting up a 3rd and 3 for the Colts.
Yeah, that's one of the two stud running backs that Homer has taken in the first round, the past two drafts. He actually has one of those good dilemmas where he has two starting running backs, Broussard and Taylor. Look for them both to split carries.
Trips Dorsett in the slot. Pistol formation. That's going to be a false start on the left tackle, Mulehort, it looks like. Going to bump him back 5 yards, make this a 3rd and 8 instead of a 3rd and 3. So a little less manageable third down here for Andrew Luck and the Colts.
Third down after the penalty.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to lose yards when you're coming out of your opening drive. 3rd and 8 is much more difficult to pick up. Look for them to definitely trigger the pass right here.
Pistol set for the Colts once again. Luck's going to fake the handoff, dropping back, looking down the field into double coverage on the right-hand side there, and that's going to be falling into the ground. It's setting up a 4th down, and the Colts going to have to punt here. Good 3 and out by the Oakland Raiders on the first drive.
That was a really risky throw there by Luck, right into coverage. But now we're going to come out and we're going to see the Oakland Raiders take their first drive. And last game I had for them, they were a little shaky. Derek Carr, I really think he's going to be the key for this offense this game. He's just not getting it done this year. If you look at his stats so far this year, he's only thrown for more than 10 yards a pass in 3 games. In every game, he's thrown for 5 yards a pass, 6 yards a pass, 7 yards. He's just not spreading the ball out. He's not getting those. He's not extending the field. So let's see if he can do that this game here.
The Carr comes out in the pistol set, bunch to the left. It's going to be a pass on first down. Carr looks out to the left-hand side. That's going to be out to the tight end, Cassis, for a first reception of the game there for 6 yards.
Yeah, I was really looking in the preseason, or going to the draft last year. Fat traded his young running back to open up Murray as the number 1 runner back, and they haven't really got much production as much as they wanted. So let's see if they can develop him in this game, get some yards.
So the man we just heard about is going to take the handoff. It's only going to be for maybe a half yard. They're going to give him 1 on the play, it looks like. So it's going to set up a 3rd and 3 here for Carr and these Oakland Raiders from the 46-yard line.
And Murray was off to a pretty good start to start the year. He was having some really huge games, but recently he's not been getting it moving the same as he was to start the season.
Yeah, there's definitely been a decline in the game offense from the Raiders in the past few games.
Murray in the backfield, Cooper to the right, single back set, 2 tight ends. Cooper in motion. Going to be handoff up the middle to Murray. Murray's going to make a move, gets pushed, piled up at the 50-yard line.
I don't know if he got that right there.
they're going to go ahead and give them the first down, but that was definitely close. Surprised they didn't call for a measurement on that one.
Yeah, and I really, if they didn't get that, I would have blamed no one other than Murray right there. He had a really big hole to run into, but sometimes these power backs, they kind of just want to run into the line and push it forward. But if he would have went in between his guard and his tackle, he could have had a couple more extra yards in that one and an easy first down.
The D line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
So a false start on the play. It's going to move him back 5 yards. It's going to set up a 1st and 15 here.
We definitely got some jumpy linemen in to start this game out.
1st and 15. Another carry here.
Single back formation for Carr. It's going to be a handoff to Murray. Murray up the middle, breaks to the right-hand side. He's going to get tackled a little short of the 50-yard line there, setting up a 2nd and 13 here, it looks like. 2nd and 11 on the play.
This is right about the time where I'm going to be looking for Derek Carr to go to his man that he loves no more than anyone else, Amari Cooper. He needs to. You don't want to leave yourself right now with a 3rd and long, so go to Cooper right here, and this is going to be what they need to do right now. So now Carr's going to come out, 4 wide set here. We got Cassis lined up in the slot, Murray in the backfield. Looks like Carr's making an audible at the line, motioning Murray out to the right side, looking downfield, throws it to the corner. I think that was Cassis. Let's see if he got his feet down on it. No, they're not going to give it to him. That was incomplete.
Here's how the Colts defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. The offense now needs to pick up.
The 3rd and 11 here for Derek Carr in the offense. Carr's going to come out. Shotgun set. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Cooper in the slot next to Tate. Wallace wide right. Thornton wide left. McKenzie in the backfield next to Carr. Carr's going to go ahead and check at the line.
Now he's going to change the play and look out.
Play clock's ticking down to 5 seconds. Carr's going to go ahead and try to get this off here before the end of the play here. Steps back, looks his throws, and it's going to be completed.
That's a huge catch right there. Lucky that Tate was able to hang on to that. He threw that in coverage, but it was a good read, good play right there.
So good drive here so far for the Oakland Raiders after getting the Colts to go 3 and out on the first drive. So Oakland's coming out with some authority here as they're looking to try to stay in the playoff hunt. They're about a game or 2 back right now, and this game basically could determine their playoff fate this year. So Carr's going to come out. It's going to be an I formation. Murray in the backfield, Reese in front of him, hand off to Murray. Murray up the middle, gets tackled down to the 33-yard line. Murray not finding a whole lot of room early in this game.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned about the Oakland Raiders and their playoff hopes. They were like one of the hottest teams out this year. They were just blowing away opponents, and now they're fighting for that playoff spot. And there's a huge pass to Cooper right there to pick up that first down. And there he is, Amari Cooper, the man that Derek Carr loves.
Yeah, I think we really got to focus on strength of schedule though, because the beginning half of the season, the Oakland Raiders played a lot weaker scheduled opponents than they do now. So look for the Raiders to have a tough battle trying to get. They're about 3 games behind the 6th seed right now.
Murray's lined up as the single back.
Going to be a handoff to Murray up the middle. Gets smacked onto 22-yard line. Big hit there on Latavius Murray.
Nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
And I did want to go back to the beginning schedule for the Raiders there. They definitely did have a little bit of an easier schedule, but one of their biggest wins in the beginning was against the Chargers, who arguably are having a down year for themselves, but that was a huge win they picked up over them inside the season. And then they had an earlier win against the Titans too, so they definitely had some decent teams they had to play early on, but there's no denying the second half of the schedule was much tougher than the beginning. Oh, there's a fumble, and that's going to be recovered by the Colts right there. Murray just got smoked up the middle right there.
And as we were just talking about the Oakland Raiders having a great drive, they go and do that. So that's kind of been the MO the last couple of weeks for the Raiders, as they've seemed to have melted down in games that they appeared to be in them at least one point during those games.
Now we're going to have Andrew Luck coming to the line. We're going to have a strong, tight set. He looks like he's audible on the line of scrimmage. And there's a pitch outside, and he's got some room to run it there. He's taking it. It's going to be close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it there. It's going to be 2nd and inch. But that was a big run right there on first down for the Indianapolis Colts. Now we're coming down. Pistol set here on 2nd and inches. Looks like Luck might be changing the side of the play here. And then we go. There's another handoff to Taylor. Titus cuts to the outside, but he's not going to get anything. That's going to be a loss of, let's see, about 4 yards there, 5 yards there. So now, rather than having a 3rd and inches, 2nd and inches what they had, they're going to have a pretty decent distance to go, 3rd and 5 now.
Yeah, the Colt running game this year has actually been pretty good. So it's surprising that they're not finding any luck really early on in this game.
You know, one thing that I did see them finding luck on, they had 1 or 2 good runs. It's right up the gut. But now, sometimes when they're trying to take it to the outside, rely on those tackles, it's not working out for them. I think they need to stick with Taylor just going right behind the center and the guard and just pounding up the gut here. Now we're going to come out here. We got a 4-wide set, and there's a handoff on 3rd and 5 to Taylor. Going to make a push, but he's not going to make it. Only going to be a gain of about 2 yards. So there we go, 4th and 3, and we're going to have another 3 and out here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, to touch on what you just said, I mean, they're running right at the best 2 defenders on the Oakland team, Alden Smith and Khalil Mack. Just not a smart play with the offense right now.
Yeah, when you have Mack and Smith covering the outsides, you really kind of want to stick it to the inside. You know, you got some pretty decent interior linemen, and that's what you just got to stick with. You know, you got to let Taylor just pound it up the middle.
What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
It'll be interesting to see Oakland if they're willing to give Murray the ball again here, or if they're going to come out passing, because I think the coaching staff may be a little shocked there as Murray gives the Colts the ball back. No damage done, but that's definitely a morale kind of blow there with that fumble in the last round.
I have to agree with you there, but the last thing you also want to have happen is you don't want to have this running back just sitting here with that in his head the whole time. And there we go. There is a handoff to Murray on the first play. Makes a nice cut inside, takes it for about a 9-yard gain, and we're going to be set up with 2nd and 1.
Good run by Latavius Murray there on 1st down with the 9-yard gain, and that's kind of what they're looking for out of Murray. He doesn't have to break the home run, but he's got to be dependable, and he's got to be able to hold on to that ball and get him the yards up the middle between the tackles.
Yeah, runs like that will open up the play action for Amari Cooper. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Now we have Carr coming out in an A set, looking downfield, throws it to the outside to Cooper, and that was close. He looked like he had his feet in, but they might say that he didn't have full possession coming down with that one there. That was close. But that's going to set us up with a 3rd and 1 here for Oakland.
Cooper stretched out big for that. I think they were a little late there on that out route. Probably should have gotten rid of the ball a little quicker there, giving Cooper some time to catch it. But Carr is looking to get that in a place where only his guy could get it, and only his guy could have gotten that. So not a bad throw, just maybe a little late.
And here we come, 1st down. It's going to be a pitch outside to Murray, and it looks like it's going to be closer than we think, and it's actually going to be a 4th down. They're not going to give it to him. I think if Murray was a little bit more patient right there and stayed behind his blockers, he really would have had a couple, maybe 5-10 extra yards on that, but he tried to push for the 1st down, didn't get it, and there's the 4th down.
Set up return.
The hand. The ball was in Murray's right hand there, and when he got stood up, if the ball would have just been in his left hand, he was that close. I think it was because the ball was on the opposite side of his body that he didn't get that 1st down.
And, you know, that just truly shows you how football truly is a game of inches. Just by holding in a different hand, you're picking up a 1st down rather than punting. But here we go. We're going to have the Colts now starting the 2nd quarter on the 20-yard line. Coming out, Andrew Luck dropping back in the pocket, looking downfield, and that was contested right there to Hilton. It's 0-3 so far for Luck. He's not completed a single pass to the 1st quarter. Not something you're used to seeing from Luck.
Yeah, there's definitely some struggles on the Indianapolis Colts offensive side right now. They need to get a big play, get their morale up, get back in this game.
And then they're going to come out on pistol once again. We got 3 guys to the right. I think that's Hilton lined up in the slot here. Fleener on the left side. Dropping back, looking downfield. That's Hilton across the middle. And he busts out of a tackle, but it's going to go down to about the 48-yard line. And that's a huge 28-yard completion for Andrew Luck's 1st completion of the game.
Exactly what they needed.
They're attacking the middle of the field. I don't know if they think that's the weakness of this defense, but you've seen a lot of the stuff go between the hash marks at this point. I think some short stuff maybe to the outside will help open that up they're kind of thrown into the teeth of the defense right now, so maybe some work on the outside will help Andrew Luck get a little more comfortable.
And now Luck's going to come out, I formation, 3 wide set. Lets me hand off up the middle to Taylor. Follows behind his block, spins. Going to be a gain of about 4 yards, taking it to the Oakland Raiders 48-yard line. Set up 2nd and 7 for Indianapolis.
That was a tough 4 yards earned there by Taylor, who fought for every additional yard there with the spin move. I'm not sure he got a whole lot, but it's nice to see Taylor's running hard at this point. Not getting a ton of yards, but pounding away, hopefully trying to get a big run here eventually.
Now we're going to have single back. We got 2. Oh, there's another jump right there. Another false start. That's the 3rd false start of the game. I don't know if it's nerves because this is, a very pivotal game for both these teams or some miscommunications down there. But I don't think we've seen this many false starts, and we're barely into the 2nd quarter so far.
Obviously, being on NBL Live has created a little bit of nerves here in this game. It's a big-time game for both these teams. So as they calm down, I think we're going to see that settle in a little bit. But these lines both need to get together because they can't afford these big 5-yard penalties.
And now we're going to have Andrew Luck taking the snap in shotgun, looking back downfield, dropping back, scrambles out to his right, hits across the middle, and he might take that to the house. He's gone. That's going to be a 53-yard touchdown for Taylor right there. Walks it into the end zone. Huge play for the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, that was a great rollout by Luck, creating some separation for his running back to get open.
Taylor wasn't getting it done with his feet, but he's finally getting it done with his hands as he makes that big play there. And so they once again attack the middle of that defense. I wonder if Oakland's going to make any adjustments here next time around to kind of cover that middle area.
And, that's what a kick return, though. He's going to take it down to about the 37. But, yeah, that's what if Oakland thinks they're a playoff caliber team, that is exactly the kind of adjustment that you want to see them make coming down the stretch of this game. They need to be able to adapt to what their opposing offense is doing and be able to adjust and make those changes. So let's see if they can do that. Now Carr's going to come out in a bunch set, takes the snap in the shotgun, looking to the right. He had Amari Cooper wide open, but he gets hit from behind as he throws it, and that's going to be an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Cooper was open there. He'd beaten his man as he worked that corner route out to the outside from that stacked bunch formation. That line's going to have to give Carr a little more time if they want to win this game.
And now we're going to have another bunch set looking. There's Murray on looks like a screen pass out there. Makes a couple moves, cuts it in, takes it out to about the 46-yard line. We're going to have 3rd and 2, a very manageable 3rd down situation here with the Oakland Raiders.
Just like the kickoff return, though, we have a little bit too much dancing from the skilled players. I like to see them get the holes and get some open yards.
Yeah, but that was the kind of run that I wanted to see on the last 3rd down attempt for the Oakland Raiders. Murray that time he was able to dance a little bit inside, but he followed behind his blockers really well rather than trying to just make something happen. So now we're gonna have another bunch set here. Derek Carr looking, and that's going to be a completion out to the right side. Golden Tate, he's running down the sideline, taking it down to the 10, jukes inside, takes it to the 6-yard line. That's going to be a huge pickup of about 45, 50 yards right there. Set us up with 1st and goal on the 6-yard line.
Good run after the catch there by Golden Tate. Obviously, the big free agent signing in the offseason showing his worth. Only as the 3rd wide receiver so far this year, but big play by Tate.
And now we're going to have a play action on the goal line. Derek Carr looking, throws it to the right side, and that's going to be a catch down to the 2-yard line. I believe that was Amari Cooper. 2nd and goal on the 2 for the Oakland Raiders. Oh, my apologies. That was Clive Walford right there.
Carr shows heavy set there, play action to the throw. That was a good play by Oakland. Good defense by Indianapolis there to keep him from getting in the end zone.
And there we go, touchdown. I think that was the fullback, Marcel Reese, right there, able to get in for the touchdown. That's 6. They're going to have a tie game now after this extra point goes through.
What a way to respond right there, moving straight down the field after the Indianapolis got the big touchdown pass to Taylor.
Marcel Reese is a do-it-all player for the Oakland Raiders. He can play fullback, he can line up as a tight end, and he can even catch passes. So he's a player that obviously other teams are going to have to watch because he's a weapon anywhere you find him on the field.
And now here comes the kickoff. He's taking the pass to 22, the 24-yard line, and that's going to set up our next drive for Indianapolis. Doughboy, what does Indy have to do to try to get the lead back here before we end the second quarter?
Well, I think we've all seen it. They need to attack the middle with the running game, Broussard, Taylor, and then they need to open up some play actions, get T.Y. on the outside one-on-one with his speed, and move straight down the field for a touchdown.
Getting the run game going would probably help a lot, kill some time, hopefully not give the Oakland Raiders the ball back. Let's see what they do. We have a bunch set to the right, motion in, I think Moncrief out to the right. We have Taylor in the backfield, handoff up the middle, and there he is, Khalil Mack, blowing it up in the backfield. Gonna be, looks like a 1-yard loss. Huge play right there on first down.
Khalil Mack just guessing the snap count at this point. With the false starts this line's been going with, you can't really do the hard count anymore, so they're stuck going on a single play count, and that's going to cause some issues going forward with this defensive line of the Oakland Raiders.
And here we have a pitch to the outside. Oh my God, I don't know what Taylor was doing right there. He had all day to run. He threw an extra spin in there, ran out of bounds, but his guy came up, his offensive line came up, picked up a huge block, and he could have taken that easily for 15, 20 yards. Bad decision right there by Taylor.
On the way, third down.
It's when you get those dancing toes.
Too much dancing with the stars.
And here we come. We're going to come out on a strong set here, 3 wide. Taylor in the backfield. Andrew Luck changing it at the line. We got 10 seconds left on the play clock. Andrew Luck taking the snap, dropping back in the pocket, looking downfield, scrambles out to his right, throws it deep to T.Y., and he comes down with that single coverage, takes it all the way down to the Oakland Raiders 30. A huge play on third down for the Indianapolis Colts.
Andrew Luck's just throwing up prayers right now, and T.Y. Hilton's answering them. That was an amazing catch, really into a relatively good covered receiver there. So that big play by T.Y. Hilton bailing out Luck.
And now we're going to have Luck come lining up in the pistol set, and he takes the snap, looking downfield, throws it to the right side to Fleener, takes it past one guy down to the 30-yard line. We're going to set us up with a 2nd and 2 here as we're approaching the 2-minute warning.
They need to slow it down. They don't want to score with too much time on the clock. This Oakland offense can score pretty quickly when needed. So they need to go here, hit the 2-minute warning, get under it, maybe run a couple times. Don't abandon the run game just yet. You got plenty of time. You need to take some time off this clock.
Yeah, Taylor, as we said earlier in the game, Taylor's really had a pretty outstanding year so far. This is the kind of time where you want to see him come up and do what he's been doing all year. You're moving the chains, getting the first downs, and you're also keeping the clock moving, not giving the Raiders back the ball for the half. So now we're coming out 2nd and 2, I formation. Looks like Luck's making an audible change in the side of the play. Hands it up the middle to Taylor. He's got a huge hole right there, taking it down to the 21-yard line, 9-yard gain on 2nd and 2 for Taylor.
And this is what we talked about. Keep on the run game. Let Taylor start getting a little momentum here as the half's going to come to an end. But you got to milk this clock a little bit. We don't want to get the ball back to Oakland.
And now we're going to come out here. I form 2 wide to the right. Hilton in the slot. Dorsett on the outside. Motion Hilton over to the left side. Clock's ticking down. 1:35 left in the quarter. Handoff. Misdirection to Quentin Taylor. And he's going to get blown up back there. 3-yard loss for Taylor. We're going to have 2nd and 13 as the clock's ticking down. 1:25. And there we go. Oakland Raiders going to go ahead and use their first timeout. 1:26 left in the quarter. 2nd and 13.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen Fat audible to get a middle blitz going in to shut down the middle run game. Definitely looks like a key play call right there.
Let's see if the Oakland Raiders can pull some kind of magic out of their hats here. Hopefully get a turnover, not let the Colts score before the half. And now we're going to have Andrew Luck come in a single back, 3 wide set. Moncrief lined up in the slot on the right side. Luck making an audible on the line, taking the snap, looking for the screen pass out to Quentin Taylor, and they read it all the way. 2-yard loss. 3rd and 15. Another back-to-back great defensive play for the Oakland Raiders.
Well, on the bright side, they're at least completing the pass, so the clock keeps running, so they're not going to give Oakland the ball back with a ton of time and making them use those timeouts. However, they're going to have to at least take a little bit of a risk here. I wouldn't get crazy 3rd and 15, but maybe a short dump-off pass. Let's see if you can get the run after the catch here.
And now they're going to come out in shotgun, split back. Quentin Taylor to the left, Kobe Fleener to the right. Moncrief lined up in the slot. Andrew Luck audible on the line. There's a play action to Quentin Taylor looking downfield. Throws it to the right side. Contested. Overthrown. I think that was heading for Moncrief right there. Overthrown. So we're going to have a 4th and 15. Set us up for a pretty decent field goal attempt here. And trying to extend 3 to the game here.
Looked like pass interference to me there as he kind of inhibited the guy's motion. They may have been saying it was uncatchable, but there was a lot of contact there at the end of that play.
Yeah, I absolutely have to agree there.
Good. I think that's something that we've seen as kind of a way that's getting called now. They're getting a little more lenient on the contact that receivers and defensive backs are able to make. So that was a questionable no call right there. As we're going to have the kickoff now, and he's taking it out of the end zone, past the 10, 15, 20, running up the middle, past the 25 to about the 28-yard line. And we're going to have 1 minute and 9 seconds left with 1 timeout for Oakland, trying to at least get 3, tie the game going into the half.
Now, Oakland needs to be careful here. They've got 1 minute and 9 left, but if they go 3 and out here, or if they turn the ball over, Indy's got a full set of timeouts. They still got time to score, so they need to make sure not to take too many crazy risks here. Just go down 3, not possibly 10 and a half.
And there we go. Handoff up the middle to Murray, cuts it in to the right, to about the 31 for a 4-yard gain. And here's a hurry up for the Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr audibling at the line. Pistol set now. Takes the snap. It sits in the pocket. Looks downfield. That's a bomb to the left side to Amari Cooper. He's able to come down with it. Takes it down to the 14. 40 seconds left. 14 yards to go for the Oakland Raiders.
Look at that body control in air. Cooper boxes him with his body, reaches up over top, snags that, and comes down on top of the defender. Just beautiful play in the air by Amari Cooper.
That was a great read, too, by Derek Carr. You see your big guy running downfield, one-on-one coverage. You hit it. And there we go, up the middle. That's a shot he just took, but he gets down to the 2. Hurry up by the Oakland Raiders. Coming down, 20 seconds left. 1st and goal on the 2. In shotgun. Getting his wide receiver set. He's got Amari Cooper lined up in the slot on the right-hand side. And there we go. Handoff up the middle to Latavius Murray. And he's going to walk it in untouched for the touchdown. 12 seconds left. And that's going to go ahead and give the Oakland Raiders a 4-point lead going into the half.
Yeah, that was all Amari Cooper right there. One-on-one, like you said. It's going to make the play.
You put it to good use, and you want to keep that lead going into halftime.
That's big momentum swing there for the Raiders to come down 3, get up 4 before going into half. So as long as nothing crazy happens here, we're going to see Indy gets come out and try to avenge this after half.
And, you know, that was the explosiveness that I was talking about earlier in the game that this Oakland Raiders team was really missing from Derek Carr. He's been extremely conservative this season. He's not really stretching the field. He's not extending the play. He's settling for the short passes. But we've seen him take the shots when he needs to take the shots. And that was, 4 plays, 80 yards, 4 plays, 75 yards right there. That's huge right there to take the lead. And we should just see the clock killed here with 10 seconds left to send the game into halftime. And there's a handoff to Taylor up the middle. Makes a move, breaks a tackle out to the 26, 4-yard gain. And the clock is going to expire into halftime. So, Sonny, what did you like from the Raiders so far from this first half, and what do you think they need to keep doing to win this game?
Well, obviously, those drives at the end of the half, too many more of those drives, and you're going to see a blowout here in the second half. I think they got to keep moving the ball downfield to Cooper. If he's going to be the hot hand today, you got to ride that thing till he's ready to die.
Yeah, I'm glad you talked about the hot hand right there, because with the Raiders getting the ball at the kickoff here, I think that they shouldn't slow down at all. They had the momentum going into the half. They need to come out of the half, showing the same kind of momentum, start stretching the field, and really put in the Colts' head that they are behind in this game and they need to come back and win this. And now we're going to have Derek Carr in a pistol set, handoff to Murray up the middle. They got a hold to the left, not able to hit though. Going to be hit for only about a 2-yard gain and set up 2nd and 8 or 2nd and 9 for the Raiders here.
Murray a little slow to accelerate through the hole there. It looked like there was a bigger hole there than what ended up being. So Murray's got to pick it up through the hole, accelerate quickly, and get those easy yards. That should have been a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Carr comes out in the pistol.
And now we're going to have Carr come out in the pistol set again. Golden Tate lined up to the left side. Play action up the middle. That's going to be a dump off to Marcel Reese on the right side. He's going to run it past the first down. Going to be a gain of about 15. Steps out at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Oakland Raiders.
Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
Carr's now completed his last 7 passes.
There's my man Marcel Reese once again. He's having a big game. He's due it all back. Keep an eye out for him the rest of this game because he's going to be a big part of it.
Back to the air here.
And we're going to have Cooper motion into the slot. And he's going to be crossing the field. Throws it. That's a risky throw right there by Carr. That really should have been picked off by the safety out there. Carr catches a break, which he's not used to catching. He is throwing a lot of interceptions in this year so far. It's going to set up a 2nd and 10, 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
That was a play where it looked like Derek Carr was actually throwing to the other team. The safety was in a better position to make a play on that ball than his wide receiver ever was.
And now we're going to have Carr come 2nd and 10 through the line, single back, 2 wide to the left. Takes the snap, looking downfield. That's going to be outside to Tate, and that's going to be real close to a 1st down, but I think they're going to mark it short, probably 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches on the Indianapolis Colts 49-yard line.
Everybody and their brother, if they're coming out in heavy formation, you got to be clogging that middle because you got to expect Marcel Reese to be getting the ball on this carry.
Yep, you got to be expecting Marcel Reese or Murray. Murray didn't pick it up last time. I think they might want to come back to him here, have him pick it up this time, or like you said, Marcel Reese. And there it is. That is Marcel Reese, and he's barely going to pick it up, but he does pick up the 1st down. That's going to be a gain of 1, 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
Everybody in the building, I think, knew Marcel Reese was about to get that ball, so surprised Indy didn't try to shoot that gap, time it up, and get there. But either way, good drive so far as Oakland as they come out of half just moving down the field.
And I think really what you got to attribute that to was simply a personnel mismatch. If you saw what the Colts came out with right there, they came out with a nickel while the Raiders came out and they didn't even have a single wide receiver on the field that play. That was just a mismatch and it was exploited. And here we go, play action for Carr. He's got someone wide open and he misses the throw. That was Thornton coming across the field. I mean, he could have taken that easily for an extra 20 yards after he caught that ball. But that's going to be a huge missed opportunity for Derek Carr.
Carr didn't handle the pressure in his face very well there. The left end came off unblocked off the play action, and he saw the guy coming and just chucked it downfield for a bad throw.
Yeah, by the time the play was, all said and done, he really did have enough time back there to set his feet, but he didn't. And that's a risky throw right there, but Carr absolutely threaded the needle right there. Just threw it right in between the 2 linebackers, and Amari Cooper laying out full extension. What a catch. What a throw.
Cooper bailing out Carr left and right this game as Carr's not making good decisions. Cooper's making good plays.
And now we're going to have Cooper motion to the right. Golden Tate up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 8 yards. Take it to the Indianapolis Colts 28-yard line.
In the passing attack today, Carr's had a huge performance in this one.
When you talk about creating opportunities, that's where you have to give credit to the coaching staff. They have helped the players. The play designs have been good, and the players are taking.
And now we're going to have a strong, tight set here. Latavius Murray in the backfield, and there's the snap. Hands up to Murray up the middle, and he's going to get close to the 1st down, see where they mark it, and they are going to give it to him. Gain of 3, 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Nice run up the middle by Murray.
That looked like that could have been another one of those issues where the ball was in the right hand and he just didn't quite get across. It looks like they gave it to him this time, but another close one there for Murray.
And now we're going to have Carr coming to the line. Single back set. We got Amari Cooper lined up in the slot on the left side. Cassis lined up on the line to the right side. Motion and Tate into the slot. And there's going to be a pitch out. Oh my God, that was a really bad cut by Murray right there. His guy Tate picked up a huge block, and his pulling guard picked up a block, but Murray wanted to cut it inside. He didn't see the opportunity to the outside, and it ended up losing 3 yards, where he probably could have gained a few yards to the outside there.
Tate with the nice crack back there, though. He's trying to win this game.
And now we're going to come out, single back again. Cooper line up in the slot again, takes the snap, looking downfield. He's got Amari Cooper wide open. He hits Amari Cooper, takes it to the outside, takes it down to the 2-yard line, 3-yard line. And that's going to be a huge pickup once again. Amari Cooper, big catch and big run after the catch there. That's going to set us up with a 1st and goal on the 3-yard line.
Amari Cooper, the player of the game right now. He's 4 receptions, 100 yards. He's in it to win it right now for the Oakland Raiders, and he's about the only person out on that field that looks like he's trying to take this game over.
Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come.
And now we're going to have Carr lining up. We got a 4-wide tight set here. Cassis, the tight end, lined up. There's going to pitch outside to Murray, and he just dove into some guys and got absolutely smoked right there. Gain of nothing. 2nd and goal. Still 3 yards to go for the Raiders.
Somebody needs to explain to Latavius Murray he actually wants to run away from the other team's defenders, not into them.
I think he was trying to get back to the line, so he elected to dive. But why he decided to dive right into the defenders, I'm not really sure. But anyway, we're going to come out now. 2nd and goal. On the 3, we got 2 wide, Cassis and Walford on the line. Cooper to the right, Thornton to the left. Takes the snap, looking down, throws to the back of the end zone, and he keeps his feet in. I think that was Clive Walford again. Now we're going to get a booth review, actually, but it's going to be held up. He was open. Carr took a little while to throw the ball, but beautiful toe tap in the back of the end zone by Clive Walford right there.
Walford made that a little more difficult than he had to be. He was pretty uncovered. He ran that route a little too deep and stopping just inches before stepping out of bounds. That one could have been overturned, and that could have been a huge play in this game.
And now we're going to have the kickoff fielded at about the 1-yard line. Takes it up the middle, cuts it to the left side, cuts it back inside to about the 28-yard line. And here we go. Indy need to answer. That was a really long drive by Oakland. They almost killed the entire quarter. And we only got 1 minute and 33 seconds left, and Indy is playing from behind now. They've kind of been used to having to leave. Now they have an 11-point deficit. One thing I really don't want to see them do is shy away from the run game. Obviously, you don't stick to it the whole time, but you don't want to abandon it. Don't let this Oakland defense just come out and nickel and dime you the whole way, and then you're never going to be able to pick up anything. And now we're going to have 3 wide set to the left with Dorsett, I think that is lined up in the slot. Taylor in the backfield, takes the snap, looks downfield, throws it across the middle, and that's T.Y. Hilton again. Gain of about 5 yards there for Hilton. Going to set us up with 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was actually intended for Hilton or Dorsett, as Dorsett broke to the outside, Hilton breaking in. I think Dorsett probably would have gotten the better gain there as he had his man beat, but Hilton does get that completion for a 4-yard gain.
2nd and 6 coming up.
And now we're going to come out another shotgun set. Fleener lined up in the slot to the right. Dorsett single out to the left side. Drops back to the pocket. There is Dorsett on the drag, and he's got some room to run to the catch, and he almost breaks out of a 2-guy tackle right there. Takes it to the 48-yard line. A nice 20-yard pickup right there for Dorsett. Going to give the Indianapolis Colts a 1st and 10 on the Oakland Raider 48-yard line.
So good play there. Dorsett had the option to sit down if it was zone or keep running and man. It was man in this case, so he kept running across the field, outrun his man. Big gain on the play. Good play design there by the Indianapolis Colts.
And a really good read, like you said, by Dorsett, being able to recognize that he was manned up and able to continue the route there. So now we're going to have Andrew Luck come out, split back set, Quentin Taylor to the left side, Kirby Fleener to the right, and that's going to be handoff to Taylor up the middle, and spins off a guy, and it looks like he actually might have ended up losing a yard or 2 because of the spin. Only gains of about 1 yard right there, 2nd and 9 for the Colts.
Yeah, it was one of those cases where if he made a little move to the right, he probably would have picked up a yard. He went left instead, spun off his own blocker, fell back another yard. So it took something that could have been a decent gain, probably into a minimal game there for Quentin Taylor.
2nd and 9 coming up.
And now we're going to have Andrew Luck come to the line, 4 wide set. Quentin Taylor lined up in the backfield, takes the snap, sitting in the pocket, looking downfield, throws it short. T.Y. Hilton again. He absolutely got smoked right there. I'm surprised Hilton was able to hang on to that. That little guy getting hit by a linebacker like that. 3rd and 1 though for the Colts now.
I thought he was either losing an ACL there or the ball at that point because he got blown up in the knees. Good play there by T.Y. Hilton to hang on to the ball and keep his knees intact for that matter.
3rd
Yeah, I mean, T.Y. Hilton's a little guy, but he's been making some plays for this offense. He's really working to keep them in it so far. So let's see what the Colts do here. We got 3rd and 1 here. We got Quentin Taylor all set in the backfield. Takes the snap, short throw out to the right side to Fleener, and he's going to pick up just enough for the first down. Just gets it past the first down, and that's going to be a new set of downs now for the Colts, down 21-10 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Good hot read there by Andrew Luck. He saw that Fleener was going to make it. He kind of threw into the zone there, but it was okay. He had just enough to get in there. Like I said, good hot read by Andrew Luck, knowing what he needed to get on the play and getting the ball out of his hand.
First down here. They're back at the line after.
And now we're going to have Andrew Luck come to the line again. We got a 3-wide set to the left. Philip Dorsett lined up in the slot, Moncrief, and then Hilton takes the snap, looking downfield, Luck dropping back, throws it, and that's going to be overshot for Dorsett there. I think Dorsett might have got a little scared seeing some safeties back there. He didn't want to go up and try to catch that, and that's going to be an incomplete pass there.
Dorsett got caught peeking in the backfield there, seeing the safety roaming. He wasn't looking to get blown up there like T.Y. Hilton a couple plays ago, so he pulled his arms down and decided to let that one go and live another day.
You know, coming from the broadcast booth, we got to say it's alligator arms, but I'm sure if you're down there on the field, probably would have done the same thing. You don't want to take a shot from a safety coming full speed at you right there. So now we're going to have Andrew Luck coming, once again, 4-wide set, handoff up the middle to Quentin Taylor, and that was a huge play by Mack right there. Look, Mack almost knew where he was running before he even got the ball and just absolutely obliterated him. That could have been a huge gain for Taylor.
Yeah, Mack just went ahead and shed the tackle there with no real issues and made the play. And good play by Khalil Mack, probably saved a 4 or 5 yard gain on that play.
And now Andrew Luck's going to come out empty back set now, and we're going to have Moncrief line up in the slot to the left. Lux takes the snap, looks downfield. He's got a couple guys crossing. That's a risky throw there to Moncrief, almost picked off. What do you do if you're the Colts now?
You kick the field goal here. It's an 8-point game. You're still 1 score. You miss this or you don't go for it, and you're stuck with the 2-score game. So you kick this field goal and you keep it a 1-score game.
And that is what they do. Just able to squeak it over the uprights there. So that's going to set us up to 21-13. We got a solid 8-point lead by Oakland now as they're getting ready to receive the ball with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And there's the kick, takes it out of the end zone, runs across 15 to the 20, cuts it outside, takes it into about the 23-yard line to set up Oakland with their next drive.
So Oakland can't get conservative here. They need to keep trying to push the ball down the field. If they get conservative, they're going to give the ball back to Indiana with a chance to tie this game up. So they need to keep the ball moving, nothing crazy, but ball control offense.
Yep, and I think conservatism is the recipe for a loss right now for Oakland. They've seen so far that Murray's not really getting it done, so stick to the air. And there they go. That's Golden Tate out to the left. Going to be a pickup of about 15 yards. Huge play on first down to set the tone of this drive. Takes it, and we have a new set of downs.
Tate and Cooper having a good day so far. Both of them around 100 yards already on the day. So Carr's looking to his outside guys and getting a lot from them.
And now we're going to come out 1st and 10 here. We got single back. Cooper lined up in the slot on the right side. Murray in the backfield. And there's a handoff to Murray. And he runs into the back of Cass. It's going to be a loss of probably 1 yard, 2nd and 11 here for the Oakland Raiders.
And that's not what the Raiders want to be doing right now. They need to make sure they try to get some of this back here. They don't want to set up a big, long 3rd down. Just something manageable. If they can get it maybe 4 or 5 yards back on this play, set up a 3rd and manageable. Keep them in schedule, because right now they're behind schedule here as down in distances.
And now Carr is going to come out here on the 2nd and 11th attempt. We have a bunch set to the right, single back, Murray in the backfield. And there's the snap, and there's got some pressure coming from the right side. And there's going to be Cooper on the stop route right there. Pick up of about 5 yards, takes it to 3rd and 7 on the 42.
So that's what we talked about, getting into a manageable situation. 3rd and 7 still a little long. You'd probably consider it 3rd and long. However, it's better than where they were at. It should be a completable down and distance for Derek Carr here.
Yeah, most plays in the playbook, you have something that's going to go at least 7 yards downfield. However, on the other hand, if you had 3rd and 11, there's really not too many routes where you're comfortable getting 11 yards to move the chains. So here we go. We're going to have Cooper once again lined up in the slot on the right side. And they got Cooper running deep wide open. And they take the shot to Cooper, but he's not able to hold on to it. He's made some huge catches all game, but that might have been the biggest drop of all game. And that's going to be a turnover now. So we're going to need to see a punt from the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, like you kind of alluded to, of all the big plays he's made all game, that could have been the biggest, as it would have essentially ended the game if he catches that ball, because they're in field goal range. But they're going to go ahead and give it back to the Colts here, and the Colts are going to have a chance to tie this up.
Whew, and he tries to cut it out to the right, doesn't see the defender coming in, and he absolutely got smoked. I think he's hurt down there, holding his it looks like he's holding his knee there. Hopefully it's not too serious.
That was a big hit there by a defender, and that guy's looking to make some plays here, trying to help him out after Cooper's big miss there.
So we got 3 minutes, 8 seconds left. The Colts are going to start with the ball on the 18-yard line, and they got a single back set. Hilton lined up tight on the right. Moncrief in the slot on the left. Takes the snaps, drops back, looks downfield, and there's Hilton wide open on the outside, and he busts out of a tackle, and wow, if he was able to keep his feet in on the end, he would have taken that for 6 on the first play.
Notice Oakland is making adjustments, so they've adjusted to the first half strategy of Indiana of a lot of crossing routes between the hash marks, but Indiana comes out kind of going contrary to what they've been doing and works the outside for the big play there.
And now we're to come out here. We got 1st and 10 on the 38. Moncrief lined up in the slot on the right. Fleener on the line to the left. And takes the snap, drops back, looks downfield. He's got a guy right in his face, hits him as he throws it, and that's going to be an incomplete pass, just getting it out before he's hit.
Not a huge deal here for Indiana. You don't have to take big shots. You've got 3 minutes. You got to assume that you're going to run the whole clock down on this drive, not give it back to Oakland with any time. Work down the field. Doesn't have to be big. If the pass rush is getting too quick, maybe take them off with a screen pass or something underneath.
And then we're going to have Luck come out. So we have 3 wide set. Moncrief in the slot on the right. Fleener on the line to the right. Quentin Taylor in the backfield. We got 8 seconds left on the play clock. 5 seconds on the play clock. And there's going to be a handoff up the middle to Taylor. Runs right into a defender right there. He would have had a little bit of room to run if he followed his blocks there. But we're going to have a very manageable 3rd and 6 for the Colts. Try to pick up the first down and keep this game alive.
Yeah, looks like he juked into the defender. Khalil Mack, I think that was moving over, and he just met him there in the hole.
And now we're going to come out. We got a bunch set to the right here for Andrew Luck. Single back set, lines up under center, looking downfield, takes the snap. And there's going to be a huge drop. We said the same thing last drive for Amari Cooper, and for all the good that T.Y. Hilton's done to keep the Colts in the game, that might have been the biggest fault so far with that big drop right now.
You know, I'm not sure about this play call in here. It's going to be interesting. They're going to give the ball back to Oakland. Oakland's going to hang on to this ball. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. They are going to get the 2-minute warning here to help them out with the full timeouts, but I'm not sure they're getting this ball back here at this point.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think the question that the Indianapolis Colts are asking themselves on the sideline, do we rely on our offense to get a 4th and 6, or do we think our defense can stop them with the help of the 2-minute warning? It's a toss-up. This Raiders offense has really been driving pretty much all game at will, so let's see if they can able to keep it up here. 1st and 10 in the pistol, handoff to Murray on the outside, and that's going to be a huge tackle in the backfield, loss of about 3 yard lines. Loss of about 3. And it doesn't look like Indy's going to burn a timeout, so they're probably going to go ahead and let it tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 14 for the Raiders with the ball on the 17.
Bad clock management there by Indy. You got 20 seconds. You just gave up off the clock. You call the timeout there. Worst case, they get the first down that next play. You still get your full set of complement of timeouts by the 2-minute warning, but by letting that tick down, you just gave away 20 seconds to the Raiders that you really didn't need to handle.
Yeah, there really wasn't any point or any, at least in my opinion, any logic behind why they decided to let the take down the 2-minute warning. But anyway, here we go. Murray up the middle to about the 21-yard line, gain of 4, and Indy, okay, there goes the timeout. They didn't seem they were going to call a timeout again. They let a couple of seconds take off. They do pull the timeouts. They got 30-10 on the 21, a minute and 53 left in the game.
Indy's clock management's really questionable at this point, so let's hope that it doesn't come back to bite them. 3rd down and 10. Look for Amari Cooper on this play. Wherever he's at on the field, this would be the time to double team him if you've got it in your playbook.
And we're going to come out with a tight set to the left. I would be looking for Thornton on the left side, and he takes the snap, looks downfield, and there is Thornton wide open. He's going to take it for a 79-yard touchdown, untouched. Icing on the cake, game over.
Can't say I like the showboating down the field. I think that's Bush League, but that's what happens when your team's desperate to get in the playoffs. So good for the Oakland Raiders there, but Indianapolis, you would hope you not give up the big play there, at least keep it in front of you. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, you know, it's tough, but you know, Indy's still technically, you know, I don't think they're out of the playoff picture with this loss, but it's gonna be tough sailing. You know, luckily for them, they're in a division that's really battling each other up the top. So you know, statistically, they are still in it after this loss.
4-8 is going to put them pretty far out of the lead. I'm not sure they're coming back. The Texans and Titans are really just kind of bringing it on here towards the end of the season. So Indy will need a big bounce back here. For Oakland, this is going to set them up with a chance to, you know, make a playoff run by moving to 7-5 here.
Yep, and now we're going to have the Colts come out, prevent defense by the Raiders, and there's Hilton going to begin at about 15 yards right there, take it to the 40, and now we're going to have a hurry up by the Colts, rushing to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide set, Hilton to the right, takes the snap in the shotgun, looking downfield, and that's out to Moncrief, able to get out of bounds, but he had, I think it was Patton, wide open on the post right up the middle. He could have gained an easy 20-25 yards on that rather than 9.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the luck MO so far this game, is taking some of the stuff that's right in his face, maybe rushing progression. So tough game for the Colts here.
And now we're going to have second inches ball on the 50-yard line. And Luck takes the snap in the shotgun, looks downfield, hits to the left side, going to be gain of about 7 yards, pick up the first down, and here we come, another hurry up now, rushing to the line.
Now 1st and 10.
Raiders defenders getting back in position, takes the snap, looks downfield, sits in the pocket. We get the guy rushing right in his face, throws to the outside, and that was Moncrief not able to hold on to that incomplete pass there for Indy.
2 plays ago, when he dumped it off to the left-hand side, he had Dorsett down the middle of the field. Once again, he's not looking deep down the middle of the field, and at this point, even though you don't have a bunch of time, you got to take those plays because they're bigger plays downfield.
And here we go. Looks like a screen pass to the left side, and there it is, Quentin Taylor, and he's able to break out of a huge tackle, huge cut inside right there. Takes it down to the 25-yard line, and here we come, another hurry up once again. 42 seconds left, clock's ticking down.
Got to get out of bounds there.
Yeah, that was close. Taking a little while to get this ball snapped now. I don't know. This is another poor clock management. He's flipping Taylor to the outside now. Terrible clock management. I mean, the game is kind of over as is, but still. And there's Fleener up the middle, wide open, takes it down to the 3-yard line. And there we go. Now Indy's going to go ahead and burn the timeout. So we got 22 seconds left. Ball on the 3. 28-13 Oakland Raiders right now.
Yeah, this is a situation where the clock management has just not been in favor of Indy all game. So see if they can score here with short time.
And there it goes to Quentin Taylor, runs right into his own guy, calls a timeout. So now we got 2nd and goal on the 1-yard line, 17 seconds left.
Yeah, the use of that timeout is going to basically end this game, as even if they do get it, they're going to need a Hail Mary to win this.
2nd and goal at the 1.
And now Luck takes the snap, and that could end the game. Huge sack right there, came up the middle untouched. Andrew Luck's going to hurry up, try to get one more play off. We got 5 seconds left. He does get the snap off, looks into the end zone, throws it, and that's picked off, and that is the game. Huge interception to end it by Johnson right there. Big win for the Oakland Raiders, 28-13 victory. Sonny, I don't think that Fat would appreciate me giving the player of the game, so I think I'm going to have to ask you who deserves it.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to Amari Cooper. He had the big drop, but he made some really big plays. I think the biggest play of that game is going to be the 50, 60-yarder down the left-hand side of the field where he jumped up and took it. So this play of the game is going to go to Amari Cooper.
All right, there you have it. Amari Cooper takes the player of the game. We thank you guys once again for tuning in to our NBL Live. Make sure you guys tune in. We have our final matchup in 2 weeks, Week 15, Redskins face off against the Eagles. So for me and Sonny Weaver, we thank you for tuning in. Have a nice night.